Zach.
Hey Jordan, how have preseason practices been going just for you personally so far these past few weeks?
They've been going pretty good. I felt myself getting better with offense, playing faster each and every day, and being able to go over these installs, uh, about a good 6 times since February, really since Coach Hill got here, has really helped and has helped us really as a unit to play faster.
Trevor.
Hey Jordan, to this point in practices, are you spending more time at X or Z, and is it kind of getting clear which you'll play more in games?
It's been Z, and yeah, that's most likely what I'm gonna play throughout this whole season.
Ode.
Jordan, I know with your dad having his background at USC and whatnot, was the game last year a big deal in your household? Is it going to be the same thing again in a few weeks over here?
Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be a big deal. Obviously, actually both parents went there, so yeah, it'll be a big one. That's the one we always look forward to.
Trevor.
Jordan, just looking at last year's roster to this year, it said that you had gained 10 pounds, and we had noticed that you had kind of looked bigger physically in the spring. How valuable has Coach Connolly and the strength and conditioning staff been here, and what differences has it made for you on the field?
It's been very valuable actually because as you say, yeah, I've gained a good 10 pounds, and at the same time I've kept my speed with it. So that helped a lot. With strength, helps me go play more physical on the field. So yeah, this off season was a big one for me.
Adam.
Hey man, Frank talked to us and he really raved about the younger guys like LV and Johnny. What have you seen from those two, and how has that competition been with that fresh batch of receivers?
Oh, it's been good. LV, he came in here. He's very technical. You can tell he's been working on his craft for a good amount of time. So, he does a lot of great routes out there. Just very savvy with his routes, showing that he could, really play as a true freshman. And Johnny, him too. He has a wide range. As being 6'6", being that big, probably about 240 pounds. He can catch everything around him. So those guys, have shown a lot in these fall practices.
Alex.
Hey Jordan, how has your chemistry with Jaden sort of grown since last year?
Oh, it has grown tremendously. Obviously, I had an injury before the season last year, so we didn't really get to connect as much. But ever since, since the ball game until now, it's been growing tremendously. So, that time, me and him connecting together has been very great.
Jacob.
Hey, Jordan, I'm curious if you've noticed any changes with Andre Johnson and how he's been performing from your perspective so far in practices.
Oh, Andre, yeah, he's developed tremendously since he got here. He started to get more confident, and that's a big thing. As a receiver, I've been through that phase too. Coming in, you don't really know how things are gonna go. The game is fast, plays are coming in fast, so he's going through that little phase. But yeah, he's growing tremendously. He's getting more confident each day.
Michelle.
Hey, Jordan. Obviously, with the injury last year, you didn't really have a chance to really get in the flow of things before you came back. But how excited are you to actually have a chance to contribute both at wide receiver and kick return this year after waiting your turn?
I'm very excited. Obviously, I feel like, through this whole process, every receiver, has probably had to wait their turn. Ayuk has waited his turn and got through it. Frank, he's been waiting his turn for a minute, and now it's his time. But yeah, I feel like I've been, waiting for a couple of years now, and I feel like this year is the year to do, both those things.
Alex.
Obviously, you mentioned USC being a bigger matchup for you, but is that excitement still sort of there? What do you think the biggest difference will be that, there's not going to be really anybody in the stands?
Oh, yeah, the excitement is for sure always going to be there, but, obviously, the fans is, it's a difference. Certain things, you can't hear certain things, but I feel like the excitement, none of that's changed. We're going to go out there and play and compete and go out there and win, try to win in that Coliseum.
Ode.
So Jordan, do you feel when the whole adjustment that you personally have to go from the old offensive system to the new one, has it been easier than you thought it would be when you look back at it?
At first, yeah, I thought it was going to be a little more difficult. Obviously, when we first did it in the spring, it was pretty difficult. But as time went on, it just took time for us, all of us to just, go, like I said, go over the installs like a good 6 to 8 times. And that helped tremendously. So it's the process did for sure get easier.
And a follow-up question, what do you think was the easiest or maybe the most fun aspect for you learning this new offense?
I think the most fun part about it is just, you go out there, you're gonna come in motion, there's kill plays, certain things, audibles, that's very fun. And just reading defense is another fun thing, and it's gonna prepare us all for the next level.
Alex.
Being a speed guy yourself, who's the fastest incomer or the newcomer for the team?
Fastest newcomer, I'll probably say it'll probably be Badger, especially for our group. It'll probably be Badger, the fastest newcomer.
Any other questions for Jordan? All right. Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.